Well, it's Raven's block, but I don't know if that camera shot was wide enough, but it appears that it's sans Raven this week.
That's another great point. Raven, and it wasn't Raven scheduled to wrestle here tonight on this program as we look up and down the format?
Well, sure, for the 4th straight week against Chris Benoit.
Well, we want to see that match. That is scheduled later on to come up in this program. Fans also here tonight. Let us tell you, Steve Mongo McMichael will face Ming. The Steiner brothers are here defending the World Tag Team Championship against Scott Norton and Conan. We also understand the Macho Man Randy Savage of the NWO will be here tonight wrestling, and we do understand that Nature Boy Ric Flair will be here tonight.
Wow.
Can you imagine the ovation this man's going to get in his hometown of Charlotte?
What a response it's going to be for Ric Flair here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And a great response also for this tag team of Rey Mysterio Jr. and Juventud Guerrera, 2 longtime rivals from Mexico. Tonight, tag team partners on Nitro against Psychosis and Parka.
They just lost about 10 years off their life.
Yeah, don't get too close to the pyro, guys. That can burn you. And here we go. Parka, a little bit different look here, Mike, today.
Yeah, new mask, new color, and of course, Parka has the familiar chair in his hand. He is the chairman of World Championship
Yeah, well, he's
Wrestling.
wearing the colors of the New World Order, yellow.
That's a great point there, living legend.
Thank you.
Exemplified, I must add, by Eric Bischoff. Why would he demand more stipulations of WCW for the impending doom that he's going to feel on December 28th? How about this?
There's not a country far enough that would take Bischoff.
Up on the top and
caught!
Head scissor takeover by Juventud Guerrera. Guerrera's gonna hit the ropes and Guerrera up on top. Oh boy, great maneuver.
Snapped him over with that Frankensteiner type move. Just nailing Psychosis, but Parka interferes from outside, and that allows Psychosis to lay him out with the clothesline.
Now, is this the luchador rules where they don't have to tag? What is this, Ixnay?
Well, if this is being wrestled under Lucha Libre rules, if their tag partner goes out to the floor, you're right, Larry, they don't have to tag in. They can just replace them in the ring.
So if you hit the floor, that counts as a tag?
If your partner would like to get in at that point, yes.
If he doesn't want to get in, it doesn't count.
I would suggest if you hit the floor to look under the ring to see if Sting is there, and if he's there, don't tell the NWO.
Sensational guillotine leg drop by Psychosis, belly to belly by Parka for a 2, only 2.
Yeah, Juventud Guerrero, I mean, small guy, but sometimes that helps trying to squirm out of those predicaments, and he wiggled his way out of that one in the nick of time.
Into the midsection of Parka, sending Juventud in, picking the man up and power bombing the man down. So much competition, cover! Charles Robinson says no, only 2 that time.
Good quick tags by Psychosis and Parka have them in control. Juventud Guerrera has been in the ring for his team the entire time. He desperately needs to get the freshman Rey Mysterio Jr. in against Psychosis and Parka. Now up on top, Psychosis dropkick caught his own man with the missile dropkick.
Juventud catches the man, rolls through, 1-2, and a great seated dropkick that time by Parka. Fans also tonight. Scott Hall, one half of the Outsiders, one half of the team claiming they are the World Tag Team Champions, will be here against Chris Jericho, as well as the Macho Man Randy Savage in singles competition. As we said, 3 solid hours. 3 solid hours. WCW action live tonight. Everyone here on Pins and Needles, we've seen the signs that Bret the Hitman Hart is here tonight.
You know, it seems to be human nature. People always like to root for the underdogs or the smaller guys. And in this case, you know, Juventud and Rey Mysterio Jr., but I can't think of one person that's going to be rooting and hoping that the underdog, Eric Bischoff, wins. What a joke.
I can't think of one person either. You wouldn't be rooting for him, would you, Mike?
What are you looking at me like that
I
for?
don't even think the New World Order cares. As far as I'm concerned, I think Scott Hall and Hollywood Hulk Hogan, they all fed this ego a bunch of hot air, and they're throwing Bischoff to the lions.
I agree with that, Larry, too.
They've used up his political pull.
Up, down he goes. What a move by Rey Mysterio Jr.
Now we have the fresh man in, but a little tough with the 2-on-1 situation.
into the ropes, ducking low, up on top. They caught him, Juventud, but Rey Mysterio Jr. puts all men down with that spectacular move, Mike Tenay.
Springboard move by Mysterio. All three went down as he connected. Now all four men in the ring.
Throwing them in together, down they go.
See right here, these guys taking this, advantage of their size. La Parka, probably one of the biggest of them all, and uh-oh.
He dared him in that time, little misdirection play. Juventud cuts Psychosis down. Oh my, who's next?
Coming out of the sky.
Great elevation that time, and now Juventud. And Rey Mysterio send La Parka and Psychosis on the outside.
One spin kick, one drop kick, and now somersault flip over the top.
Incredible double dive that time. Back up.
Mysterio.
There's two amazing things about what happens in the ring. Their moves, number one, and the fact they get up, number two.
Well, how they leave the ring's pretty impressive.
Look at this. Oh, using the man as a springboard, as a pedestal. A cover, 1, 2. Didn't get it. Resiliency, that's the word here. Oh boy, you can feel, you can see how crisp the competition is.
Whole complexion of this matchup has changed after La Parka and Psychosis were in control in the early going. Now it's Mysterio and Juventud in the driver's seat.
Well, the smaller guys are starting to use their movement here, and this is what's going to have them beat the bigger guys. Use that movement.
With elevation from Juventud.
Who's going to cover? Oh, that time pulled out. That time Psychosis saved his man by pulling the feet of Rey Mysterio out. That's a Rick Rude move is what that is. We saw this weekend on WCW Saturday night.
It's Rick Rude's only move.
Pull a man out when he's getting pinned.
They have some of their own medicine. Mysterio caught him from outside. And now Juventud and Psychosis mount the top rope.
What's going to happen here? Can he superplex him off?
Blocked.
Oh! He turned the slam in midair.
How'd he do that?
I don't know. And he didn't get the pin because La Parka made this. I've never seen that.
Just when you think you've seen it all.
That's one for the highlight reel.
Oh, La Parka was dancing. Rey nailed him.
Shouldn't have celebrated at that point.
It's going to be the last man left standing in this one, guys.
Yeah, the fiesta came too quick.
It really did. And now Mysterio has Psychosis. Psychosis nowhere to go for Juventud, but La Parka ends him. Face first goes Psychosis. It's almost impossible to focus on two men who are paired off here.
That's the second time La Parka got caught dancing.
And now Rey Mysterio up on top. How about that?
Springboard into a previous. There's the 450 splash.
He got it.
What a match.
It's spectacular is all we can say.
The 450.
Didn't you see it?
I saw it.
I hope we get to see a replay.
Wow.
Let me show a replay.
Well, a 450 is a 360 plus a 90, right?
Well, let me figure that out.
Okay.
Where's my accountant?
Let's take a look at it again. That one left us breathless here on Nitro, Larry Zbyszko.
Well, I tell you, these guys were all over the place. Psychosis there. He missed. He hit his own man, La Parka. La Parka was down, and watch the double team. Here's when Juventud, Guerrera, and Rey Mysterio Jr. started using their ability, their talent, their movement. Watch this. Juvi went flying across, nailed Psychosis. Down they went. Right there, La Parka was dancing too much. They tried to hook him right here, and look at this. 1, 2. Couldn't hold him down, but that just left an opening for the infamous 450.
Your winners, Rey Mysterio Jr., Juventud, Air Juvi flies once again. Well, fans, what a spectacular way to cap off hour number 1 of 3 hours tonight. And with a very, very special interview here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Here's Mean Gene Okerlund.
I want to see a 925.